Dear students, welcome back. In the exercise 2.1, we left with one more problem, that is problem number 14. It says tan inverse of root 3 minus secant inverse of minus 2 is equal to what? See, tan inverse of root 3 directly we can write the value for this, but secant inverse of minus 2 is there. Secant inverse of negative value is there. So what you do? Use the property using secant inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus secant inverse of x. Okay. Our problem is tan inverse of root 3 minus of pi minus secant inverse of 2. Okay. Tan inverse of root 3, let me write one more step here, minus of, minus get multiplies to both the term, minus pi minus minus plus secant inverse of 2. Tan inverse of root 3, tan of which angle gives you root 3, that is 60 degree. 60 degree in radians, pi by 3, minus pi as it is, plus of secant inverse of 2, secant of which angle gives you 2, that is 60 degree. Secant 60 is equal to 2, secant inverse of 2 is equal to 60 degree. 60 degree in radians, pi by 3. Yes, pi by 3, pi by 3. 2 pi by 3, this minus pi as it is, you cross multiply. 2 pi minus 3 pi by 3. 2 pi minus 3 pi is nothing but minus pi by 3. So, option B is correct. With this, we have completed the first exercise of inverse trigonometric functions, that is 2.1. Now we will go to the next heading, that is properties of inverse trigonometric functions. Properties of inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, in the under the heading properties of inverse trigonometric functions, we will use many formulae which are discussed in the trigonometry part, that is first PUC part. So what you do, make a list of all the formula which you have studied in first PU. Those are all important. We will use all those. Okay. Now coming to the properties of inverse trigonometric functions, let me write the first property. We have sin inverse of 1 by x is equal to sin inverse of 1 by x is equal to cosecant inverse of x. This is valid when x less than or equal, when x greater than or equal to 1 or x less than or equal to minus 1. And second property, under the, I will write here under heading 1, first one, and now these are similar formula, that's why. Cos inverse of 1 by x is equal to secant inverse of x, where x greater than or equal to 1 or x less than or equal to minus 1. Third one, tan inverse of 1 by x is equal to cot inverse of x if x greater than 0. Fine. Now we will have proof of all this. Coming to the first one, I am going to prove sin inverse of 1 by x is equal to cosecant inverse of x. This is valid only when x value is greater than or equal to 1 or less than or equal to minus 1. Fine. Or this can also be written as modulus of x greater than or equal to 1. Fine. Sin inverse of 1 by x is equal to cosecant inverse of x. To prove this, what you do, you take sin inverse of 1 by x is equal to y. This can be written as 1 by x is equal to sin y. And now we want cosecant. We want cosec. So what you do, take reciprocal on both sides. Taking reciprocal on both sides, x is equal to, this is 1 by sin y. X is equal to 1 by sin y is nothing but cosec y. And cosec can be written as cosecant inverse of x is equal to y. You see, this is first equation and this is second equation. From 1 and 2 I have sine inverse of 1 by x is equal to cosecant inverse of x. You may ask the question here, sir, suppose x values are less than 1 and greater than minus 1, means in the interval minus 1 to plus 1, what happens means in that interval this cosecant inverse is not defined, hence we should not consider. Sine inverse of 1 by x is there. Sine inverse of 1 by x, x values are greater than 1. If you substitute 1 by x means 1 by that, it becomes within the interval minus 1 to plus 1 only. Coming to the second one you can solve easily. Those who understood this proof, what you do, you just watch the video and solve all those properties. I am solving it here. And one more thing, this type of questions many times they have asked for 2 mark. Coming to the second one, cos inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to secant inverse of x. Again this is valid only when x values are greater than or equal to 1 or less than or equal to minus 1. To prove this, what you do, let cos inverse of 1 by x is equal to y. Very simple it is. This 1 by x is equal to cos y, we will write. What we want secant here. That's why taking the reciprocal x is equal to, this is 1 by cos y, x is equal to, we have secant y. Then secant inverse of x is equal to y. This is equation 1 and this one is equation 2. From 1 and 2 I have cos inverse of 1 by x is equal to secant inverse of x. So can we use it in reverse, like cosecant inverse of 1 by x is equal to sine inverse of x with some change in x value, so we can do that one. Third one, tan inverse of 1 by x is equal to cot inverse of x with x values greater than 0. Tan inverse of 1 by x is equal to cot inverse of x. What you do? Let tan inverse of 1 by x is equal to y. This is nothing but 1 by x is equal to tan y. 1 by x equal to tan y can be written as x is equal to cot y by taking the reciprocal on both sides. This is nothing but cot inverse of x is equal to y. So this is equation 1 and this one is equation 2. From 1 and 2 I have tan inverse of 1 by x is equal to cot inverse of x. Simple one. See, in this case, third one, tan inverse of 1 by x is equal to, I will write here, tan inverse of 1 by x is equal to cot inverse of x only when x values are greater than 0. Tan inverse of 1 by x is equal to cot inverse of x when x value greater than 0. Suppose x value is less than 0, we can remember the formula, that is minus pi plus cot inverse of x when x values are less than 0. Proof of this is beyond the scope of this second PUC syllabus, hence we are not doing it here. You can remember tan inverse of 1 by x is equal to cot inverse of x if x value is greater than 0. This is minus pi plus cot inverse of x if x values are less than 0. With this, 3 properties we have derived. Going to the next properties, that is important property, again very important property. Many times in annual examinations questions has appeared for 2 marks. First one, sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2, where x belongs to the closed interval minus 1 to plus 1, first one, and this is second one, cosecant inverse of x plus secant inverse of x is equal to pi by 2 for x greater than or equal to 1 or x less than or equal to minus 1. Third one, tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x is equal to pi by 2 for all x belongs to real numbers. These are the three properties, important properties. Okay, let me prove that. First one, to prove sin inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. They have given you the condition x belongs to the interval minus 1 to plus 1 because domain of sin inverse is minus 1 to plus 1 and domain of cos inverse is also minus 1 to plus 1. Within that values only we should substitute here. Other than minus 1 to plus 1 if we substitute, first of all their sin inverse and cos inverse are not defined for that. X should lie in this interval only. Fine. Sin inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. To prove this, very simple. What you do? Let sin inverse of x is equal to y. Sin inverse of x is equal to y. This implies, according to the definition of inverse trigonometric functions, x is equal to sin y. See, x is equal to sin y we got. We need one cos here. For that, what you do? You try to write this sin in terms of cos. X is equal to sin y can be written as cos of 90 minus y. Means here we write sin y is equal to cos of pi by 2 minus y. X is equal to cos of pi by 2 minus y. We will write cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2 minus y. Take this minus y to the left hand side. We have y plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. What is y? Y is already known to us, that is sin inverse of x. We write here sin inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. Important property. You can write it like sin inverse of x is equal to pi by 2 minus cos inverse of x, or cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2 minus sin inverse of x also. In the same way, we will solve other two properties also. Before I solve those two properties, what you do? Just you pause the video and you try to solve those two properties on your own. Second property we are solving here, that is cosecant inverse of x plus secant inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. This is valid when x values are greater than or equal to 1 or less than or equal to minus 1. For those x values only, these cosecant inverse and secant inverse are defined. X values should take only those. Fine. Now to prove this, take cosecant inverse of x is equal to y. According to the definition of inverse trigonometric functions, this can be written as x is equal to cosecant y. X is equal to cosecant y. We need secant here. We need secant. What you do? You try to write this secant in terms. You try to write this cosecant in terms of secant. How? Cosecant theta is equal to secant of 90 minus theta. First year concept. Cosecant y is equal to, we will write secant of pi by 2 minus y. That is like 90 minus theta. Okay. Now we have secant inverse of x is equal to pi by 2 minus y. Take this y to the left hand side. We have y plus secant inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. What is y? Y we have taken as a cosecant inverse of x. Substitute that. Cosecant inverse of x plus secant inverse of x is equal to pi by 2, where x belongs to greater than or equal to 1 or less than or equal to minus 1, can also be written as modulus of x greater than or equal to 1. I have explained that modulus concept also in the previous video. With this second property we have proved. Coming to the third property, that is same way, proof will be same, like tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x is equal to pi by 2 for x belongs to all real numbers. Tan inverse of x and cot inverse of x is defined for all the real numbers. Means its domain is all the real numbers. So x can be any real number here. To prove this, you take tan inverse of x is equal to y. This is nothing but x is equal to tan y. X is equal to tan y can be written as cot of 90 minus theta, means cot of pi by 2 minus y. Cot of pi by 2 minus y is there. We can write cot inverse of x is equal to pi by 2 minus y. Taking y to the left hand side, y plus cot inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. Y means here we have, that is tan inverse of x. Tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x is equal to pi by 2 for all real numbers. This is the third property. Now going to the next property, that is tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. This is the case when x value is greater than 0, x value is greater than 0, y value is greater than 0, and xy product is less than 1. Suppose the same formula, sorry, it is not tan inverse of x again, it is tan inverse of y. Same formula, tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is equal to, this is pi plus tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. When x value is greater than 0, y value is greater than 0, and xy product is also greater than 1. Only two cases here, if xy is less than 1, like this tan inverse of, and if xy is greater than 1, this becomes negative, so value will be going above 90. That concept I will explain in the later session. Here it is pi plus of, like that we need to remember. Fine, we will prove that one. I am going to prove tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus x into y. Here, to solve this property, we will use first year formula. As I told, first year formulas will be used here. I hope you know tan of a plus b is equal to, tan of a plus b is equal to formula tan a plus tan b divided by 1 minus tan a into tan b. This was the formula in first way. We will use all this. Tan of a plus b, left hand side you see we have tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. So you substitute a is equal to tan inverse of x and b is equal to tan inverse of y. A is equal to tan inverse of x is nothing but tan a is equal to x, and b is equal to tan inverse of y is nothing but tan b is equal to y. Now we will substitute these values in the formula known to us. Tan of, in place of a I am substituting tan inverse of x, plus in place of b I am substituting tan inverse of y, which is equal to right hand side tan a equal to, it is x, plus tan b is equal to, it is y, divided by 1 minus of x into y. So we have tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus x into y. Okay, this is the formula we should use only when x value is greater than 0, y value is greater than 0, means x is positive, y is positive and xy product is less than 1. See, I wrote here, if xy product is greater than 1, I wrote it like pi plus. In simple way I will explain it. Suppose xy product is greater than 1, what happens? If xy product is greater than 1, this is positive, this one is positive, and here you can see xy product is greater than 1. 1 minus of greater than 1 value means it becomes a negative value. As it becomes a negative value, tan of, here it is, these two are acute angles. Tan inverse of x equal to A and this is tan inverse of y is B, acute angles, sum of acute angles. It may go above 90 also. Above 90, tan inverse is defined for the range minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. If it is going above 90, that we should not consider. To articulate that, we add pi here. Pi plus tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy for x greater than 0, y greater than 0 and xy product greater than 1. Tan of, this will be tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. Thank you. Just to remember this derivation is not required. Up to here, if you do, this is enough.